Hello, my peepers. Whoops. Trying to get comfy without hurting a cat. Today is Friday Reads, and I have one book I finished, one I started, don't want to finish, and one that I am reading now, and then one that I want to read next. So, I have The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. This is set in Russia. It is, hold on a second. I want to tell you a little bit about this book. I did give it a 3-star. The only reason I gave it a 3-star is it was a little slow for me. And there were a lot of characters with the names the same, and then they also had nicknames that were similar to names, and it just got confusing to me a few times. I enjoyed the storyline. It's set at the edge of the Russian wilderness, and winter lasts most of the year, and snowdrifts are taller than the houses. The main character is Vasilisa, and she loves the wilderness. She listens to her nurse's fairy tales that maybe aren't fairy tales at all. Everyone tries to tame her and either want her married off or they want to send her to a convent. But that would be tying her down because she's a very wild child. The bear is death. I believe that's how it is. I'm trying to read up some more. The bear is death, and there's another one that she befriends that's not the bear, and they're like brothers. And he's trying to help her as she goes in the wilderness. And there's a priest that lives in their village, and he is fighting feelings that he has for her because he sees her as a witch, and the village sees her as a witch because she can see things they can't. I liked the storyline. I just had a hard time keeping up with all the characters. There were so many in the book that I could not keep up with them. And this is the first book in a trilogy, and the trilogy is called the Winter Nights Trilogy. And I got this from the library. So, yes, I like the storyline, and I felt the way that it ended, it was fine. I did not think it needed to go on, but I did pick up the next book in the series called The Girl in the Tower. And it took me 2 days just to get through 30 pages. I just cannot get into this book, so I am not going to finish the series. I feel like that the way that they ended the first book, it didn't need to go on. That's my opinion. So, yep, there's that. And then I picked up my tablet, and I'm reading a book that I got from Nightingale for a review, and I'm like 26 to 30% into the book. I might be more into the book. I didn't turn this on. I might be almost halfway in the book. But I am reading, I can't remember the author's name, so hold on a second. I am reading This Is How It Ends by Eva Dolan. There's plenty of intrigue, sex, and drugs in this fast-paced mystery set against a backdrop of gentrifying guess that's how you pronounce it, London. Ella is a community activist who became famous when she was beaten by police during a social protest. Now Ella is a squatter in a building where the owners are evicting tenants so they can convert it into luxury condos, and she's determined to stay and defend the few holdout tenants despite death threats. One night after a rooftop party with her fellow holdouts, Ella finds a horrible scene awaiting her in her apartment. In a panic, she calls her neighbor Molly, who convinces her that the police won't believe she's innocent. Together, the two women concoct a gruesome plan to hide the body down the building's elevator shaft. But the secret won't stay buried for long. As truth hangs in the balance, a neighbor tells Molly he had heard Ella arguing with a man in the hallway, and mistrust grows between Ella and Molly as repercussions of that night threaten to change both women's lives forever. I am enjoying the storyline. I think that Ella has a lot of issues. I do like Molly, but I think Ella has a lot of issues. And a lot of issues with men. So, I am going to finish it. And, like I said, I think I'm at like 40%. So, I'll read it Monday and Tuesday. Because I have a very busy weekend. I got to clean yet. Because Catherine will be here tomorrow after dinner, and she's spending the night. So that's what I'm reading now. And then from the library, because I think Jen read this and a couple other people I saw, I have The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Colgan. And this looked really good, and I wanted to read this because, you know, bookshop. What's not to like about that? So I don't even remember what it was about. I just know it sounded good and I liked the cover, and it's set in a bookshop. So that's what I plan on reading next. I will have the links of these books down below so you can check them out. You might like The Bear and the Nightingale and the Girl in the Tower. It might be just my mind is not there with trying to keep everybody straight. You know, it's the Olympic season. I want to color more while watching the Olympics. So it might just be the mood, but I'm not sure because I'm reading This Is How It Ends. And This Is How It Ends goes from the past to the present, back and forth to get the storyline going. So I just wanted to let you know it does do that too. So that's it for this Friday, and I know I didn't do one last week because I didn't really have anything to say. So hopefully I'll finish this, and I'm hoping to also finish this by next Friday. So that's it, my peepers. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.